I was neglecting my duties, everybody. I didn't start the show at the exact second I should have. Welcome, everybody, to Wednesday's Round Robin. Hi, Robin.
Hi, Rob.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I can control your camera.
Yeah, that's
I can
super
zoom
weird.
in. Wait a minute. I gotta do it on
I don't know
VZ.
how to turn it off.
I can zoom in. I can zoom
That's
out.
so
I can.
weird.
I. Everybody, I can control Robin's camera through VC. It's some kind of Russian hack security. 50 DKP minus. Yeah, that's
That's
right.
right.
We don't know what's wrong, and she doesn't know how to turn it off, and so I'll
I
be panning
don't.
around and showing her room, and she's got different
This
outfits she'll be changing
I wish
into
I
with the
had
music
cleaned
background.
the office. So, it's a little messy in here.
So I'm not
It's
gonna I'm
fine.
gonna pretend I don't see that. It's very hard for me. It's you have to so much appreciate everybody how it's hard for me to not push her buttons. Okay, I'm getting requests in the chat from one Mr. Messy Fresh to move her camera. Where is he? Is he in the
Oh my
room?
god. No, he's not in the room
Hold on.
anymore. There's my lamp
I gotta move
and
it.
paper towels and my minis tower.
So here's the problem.
That's what
I
you're looking
I
at.
moved it and then I can't move it back for some reason.
So these are all my oh, well, I don't even it's all my miniatures.
Here, let's zoom in on that.
Okay. No.
Now see, I can't. I pushed to go to the right,
Oh,
and now I can't make it go back. But since you're gonna have to fix it anyway, let's go up and let's go down.
oh, there's
See,
the
yeah, only
roof.
only right and up works. Left and down don't work. So let's just zoom in on the
Okay.
wall.
Oh my
Okay, so I'll let you fix it now. Anyway, I don't know, everybody. I'm upset. I'm up. Yes, yes. Let's leave that. Let's here. Hold on. I'll make it fair. Just a second. I'll do us a solid here. Let me see if I can do it. Um.
This is so weird.
Okay, everybody, hold on. Let's do the show like this, and I'll keep this.
No.
I'll keep that smile on my face the whole time like that. All right, we're not gonna. Okay,
Oh my god. My cheeks already hurt. This is great.
there we go. All right, so we're about the same size. I mean, not in real life, but I probably weigh
Giggity.
twice as much as you. Um.
I don't
So
know. I've gained a lot of weight. I had 3 kids.
I gained as much weight as if I was carrying 3 kids. No,
Oh.
but I mean not in my stomach, in my uterus, but on my back. Like if I was piggybacking 3 extra kids, that's about how much I weigh. What's up, everybody?
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Well, here's what a weird thing that they told me. So, I was always a fat guy my whole life, basically, and then I had my liver transplant, and when I got out of the hospital, I weighed 123. I weighed twice that, more than twice that now. And so, what they told me was, you're gaining all this weight back, and they go, but the doctor said you have to feel good about it because you're lucky enough that you can gain weight. It's a healthy thing. Now,
Yeah.
being the weight I am is probably not as ideal, right? If I could stand to lose like 80 pounds, but he was convincing me that because I'm able to gain weight, it's good to know that your body can do that, because if you can't gain weight, that's a huge problem.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "So stop." And then I did. I have this
Oh.
I have this about what I weigh right now has been my peak, or my standard, along the path for about the
Yeah.
last 15 or 20 years. But except for when I was sick. Yeah.
Right.
So I kind of came back to where I was before I was sick, which is an indication of something, I guess. I don't know.
Mm.
Anyways, I
See,
try to.
I've always I've like as far as my weight has always been like up, down, up, down, up, down. Obviously pregnancy, affects that.
Yeah.
Um, but I am the heaviest now I've ever been in my life. But it's fine, I'm not the kind of person where I'm like, "Oh, I have to be like, size 1 and I have to weigh 115 pounds," like that.
Yeah.
I'm so over that, I'm too old for that. I don't really care that much.
Well, since
I mean, I care about being healthy, but I don't care about, like, what size clothes, whatever, that kinda
yeah,
stuff. Doesn't bother
I
me.
I'm pretty healthy for my weight, because I don't have any heart issues. And because when I had a heart attack, which was not because of my heart, it was because my body was trying to just shut down. But they tested my heart because of that. And they were like, how old are you? And I'm like, 50, whatever it was at the time, 51 or 52, whatever that was. And they go, yeah, you have like no blockage, no nothing. Your heart is perfect. Your arteries are perfect. We don't
That's
understand.
good.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah,
We don't
we
understand.
don't understand because most people that are overweight have either some blockages or, whatever.
Yeah.
But they said your heart's perfectly fine, and now your liver's perfectly fine, I guess. And I haven't had a heart. I don't mean to confuse people that have had a heart transplant. I have not, but they were kind of joking, like we should just continue to replace your parts. It's fine.
Aw.
Um, Nafum says I'm pretty weighty for my health.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
So and my mom, before she died like 6 years ago, but she she would say this, she was a smoker for many years, so she died of cancer, obviously. But and she also developed type 2 adult onset diabetes, and she was fucking just, she had everything. She just would go through the physician's desk reference manual and go, oh yeah, I'm gonna get that tomorrow, and then whatever she would joke about.
Aw.
But she always told me that her doctors would say, oh well, if you clean up your diet and don't do this and don't do that and exercise and basically anything that was not fun, right? When you go to the doctor, they don't tell you, hey, you know what you should do? Go to the store, buy a box of Twinkies and just eat that whole thing today. They
Right?
don't tell you
It's
stuff
gonna
like
be
that.
so good for you.
Right.
Yeah.
So everything the doctor always tells you is not fun, probably good for you but
Right.
not fun. And she would always tell me, she first of all said she never wanted to live past 90. She was she just was so scared of being super old, and she was 75 when she passed away. But anyway, what she would say to me was, the doctors always tell me do this and do that and basically have no fun 24/7 and you'll live 2 more years. She's like, no,
Right.
I'd rather be happy every day and die 2 years earlier. That's, she had a
Yeah.
great philosophy about that. And that's kind of
Yep.
how I feel. I mean, I don't plan on dying, but if I knew that if
Yeah.
I, jogged 12 miles a day and only ate kale, I could live 2 extra years, I don't think so. I don't care.
Right.
I'm not
Yeah,
scared to
and
die.
like it's two more of the shitty years of your
Right,
life
right.
too,
It's the worst years of your life when you're at the end.
Yeah.
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 It's so
When you like,
if if
you're a
someone
fully
tells you,
grown adult and
yeah,
somebody has to change your diapers and yeah.
right. If they come to you and they say you're probably gonna die when you're about 78, but you could live to 80, you'd be like, you know what, pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
nobody knows.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah. Well,
I
because
mean,
we're
I
the same.
do like we ride bikes. We don't anymore because the weather is getting fairly inclement here. It was very stormy the last few days. But like in the spring and summer, we ride our bikes and we take the kids out, we walk places and go to the parks and like so we're like active, and I use the term loosely because we're not like mountain climbers or anything like that. But like we I think we eat okay. We eat out, like, probably as much as most people do anyways. We eat out, maybe once a week. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's pretty normal. Um, so, I mean, like, I don't think we're making terrible, like, health choices, and we're, relatively active. I just can't lose weight, So, like, I've given up on it, most
Yeah.
like, hardcore trying to be smaller. Like, it's just to me, it's not worth all of that extra, like, dieting and all the cardio you have to do, and, to me, it's just like, I don't even
For some
why,
people
you know
it's
what I mean?
easier, like when like when I was in the army, I was in pretty good shape, but that's because you don't
Yeah,
have
me
really
too.
choice. You're exercising like
Yeah, you
half
do
of every day.
cardio, like, 5 days a
Right,
week. Yeah.
right. But it's harder for people. Like I'm in the category that no matter if I eat right and exercise and do all that, I can lose weight. But if I stop for even a day, it all comes back. I mean, it's just a horrible situation. But
Yes.
I agree. I think that it's not worth it. It's not if you're trying to be like a health guru. I mean, some people are into it because they like it and they have fun doing it, and that's great.
Yeah.
But if you dread it and you're mentally stressing and you're worrying about how you're getting on the scale and looking at it and you're in panic mode. I mean, that's no way to live. You got to just be who you are.
Exactly.
And my only
So,
problem
yep.
is I need to find a nice young lady who also believes this, that isn't already married or has a boyfriend. Because
Sorry.
a lot of the women that I tend to flock toward, unfortunately, like who I'm attracted to, I'm not attracted to them. It just ends up being that when I maybe could possibly have a shot with a woman, generally those end up being people who are concerned about what you look like, and that I'm
Right.
overweight, and yeah,
Yeah.
so I don't want to talk to them anyway,
Yeah.
but it's just so bad.
Definitely, like, don't pick up girls in a bar, or not a bar, a gym.
Yeah.
Don't pick up girls that are out jogging. Rob, these are the girls you have to
I
avoid,
avoid those.
okay?
I'm trying to go to like, so my friend, and okay, so back when I was a comedian, this would have been in early 2000s, okay? So I was living in LA, and I became friends with this comic, Dean, and he was a white guy with dreadlocks. So that's all you need to know. That's how weird he was, right? And so he introduced me to his wife one time, and I didn't even know he was married. Like, we were friends for like a few months, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, me and my wife." I'm like, "What? You're married?" And he goes, "Yeah. How long you been married?" "I don't know, a year." And I go, "Why didn't you tell me?" He goes, "I don't know. It never came up. Like, why would I?" So I met his
Never
wife.
came up.
Yeah, it never came up. And then I learned the story. So the reason I'm telling you guys this is how he met his wife. And this is how I learned the story. So I meet her, and she's totally cute and funny, and we were in our 30s or whatever, and she was probably 25, so she was a little younger. And and I go, "Oh, how'd you guys meet?" And she goes, "Comic book store." And I'm like, "What?" And I go, "This is
Aw.
bullshit. You're fucking with me." And he goes, "No, no." And I go, "Tell me exactly how." And she goes, "Well, I was working, and he came in." And I go, "You worked at the comic book store?" And she goes, "Yeah." So my friend goes into the comic book store, meets a girl working at the comic book store, and marries her. And she was totally cute and funny, and
Damn.
yeah, so he was my hero there for a little bit. Um, can one person flock? Johnny CC wants to know.
Yes.
Yes. I
It's
gravitate
definitely a thing.
toward. Well, I mean, let's be honest. Any girl that would talk to me, I would probably gravitate.
Aw.
I'm lonely, everybody. My address is so easy to look up. Just come to my house. Seriously. I don't know. If you're a man, just come anyway. I don't care. I'm old enough. Let's try it. Let's experiment. We don't care. We'll do anything. I'm ready. That was a joke I did in my act. I'm not gay. I'm just desperate.
Aw.
So, guys, you can apply if you'd like. Hey, this
Whatever
reminds
floats
me
your
of an
boat.
interesting subject. This is not anything I planned. I just thought of it right now. I'll get your opinion, Robin.
Okay.
So we're fans of Star Trek, right? And I always have had this theory since I was a teenager that that bisexual people are a higher form of life. So now I'm going to tell you why I think that. So there's heterosexual people, and there's homosexual people, and that's one kind. That's either man man, woman woman, or woman man, right?
Mhm.
But bisexual people will do man to woman and man, or woman to man and woman, right? So there's more. And
Mhm.
my theory, and I got this from Star Trek, was that eventually humanity, and this might be thousands of millennia in the future, eventually humanity will gravitate toward the top of the pyramid and become androgynous, or like energy or whatever, right? We won't be these human forms after millions of years or whatever. It'll be, this is my theory. So on the way to that, from either homosexual or heterosexual to the top of the androgynous thing where everybody's just the same, a
Mhm.
step to that is bisexuality. It's one step more than up to the top. So that's why I think people who are bisexual are literally a higher form of life. That's what I think.
I can dig it. I
Yeah.
dig it.
I came
I
up with
did
that
read
when
a
I was like
study
13.
once that more people are bisexual than they admit. And that there's like a spectrum of bisexuality, like how much you are bisexual, if that makes sense. And I thought it was a really good study because it really shows you like even people who strongly prefer one gender and only whether it's the opposite or the same doesn't matter. But even
Right.
people who like strongly prefer one gender, um they I don't know, the study was really cool. It showed even like you still have like this 2%, part of you that is attracted to things in the gender that you wouldn't normally pick in a partner
Yeah.
or whatever. And I thought that was really fascinating. It just goes to show like how much society sort of dictates like what's acceptable or not, when like on a humanistic level it's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? Like, and
Right.
it doesn't matter because everybody is like raised in a certain way to, either like the opposite gender or whatever. Um, but uh not biologically, but like intrinsically,
Yeah.
we don't care. Like it doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hope you get
I,
what I'm trying to say, but
no,
yeah.
a lot of people's fears or anxieties or stigmas or anything bad you could say, how about, because like a lot of religious people will say, oh,
Mm.
homosexuality is against God and this and that, and there's many different flavors of that opinion, whether it's religion or not. But there's all, and mainly the people, when you even broach the subject of homosexuality or bisexuality, people literally get visibly uncomfortable, and that's
That's
everything is based on what your parents told you.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
all based
exactly.
on how you were raised. It's not
Yeah.
really what humanity is like. You're not
Mhm.
born. It's like racism. You're not born racist. You learn that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all that stuff's the
And
same. And
and
I've always.
even
Oh,
if
go ahead.
you're told though your whole life like, "Oh, because you're a girl, someday you're going to grow up and marry a man," and you know what I mean? Like that's the shit everybody hears when they grow
Right.
up. Um but even if that's all you're ever told or all you ever hear, like more often than not, that person could still naturally be inclined towards women and men, even in equal esteem.
Yeah.
It's just really, it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. It's just how much you feel, if that
Right.
makes any
I mean, how
sense.
many stories are there about the married couple, and one of them ends up finding out, oh, I'm
I
actually
am
not
gay. Yeah.
heterosexual, and
Yeah.
they have kids and everything, and they've gone
Mhm.
through 10, 20 years of marriage, and then they realize,
Yeah.
oh fuck, I've just did
Right.
this because this is what my parents told me would happen or what I should do.
Yeah.
And then and then it
Exactly.
ends the family and everything. And if they're lucky and if they're smart and if they're able to cordially work it out, the family doesn't have to end, but most times it will,
Right.
and because people won't
Yeah.
understand or whatever.
Because everybody wants to be happy in the
Yeah.
end.
But yeah, so
That's sad.
there you go, everybody. Oh, and Robin, when that study that you looked at.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna link it to you because I could not eloquently explain what it was explaining.
Okay. Yeah,
But
I'd
I
love to
read
read it.
it and I was just like, wow, that's, true. Because I don't consider myself, bisexual, but there have been times in my life where I've found women attractive, like if that makes any sense. Been turned on by even like seeing a naked woman, but I've never wanted to like date women or marry
Right.
them. So when I read it, I was like, "Oh wow, that is true." That
And I
everybody has, like sort of degrees of how attracted they are to the opposite and the same gender.
Right, and I've always been fascinated or curious to know, and I don't know. I just assume this, and because I haven't studied the who are those two people, the famous sex people, Masters and Johnson, whatever. I haven't studied all that stuff, but I've always, based on my environment and based on what I see out and about in the world, I always have thought that women, more so than men, tend to more easily accept women than men do men. And a good
Right.
example of that is if you were if you were in France, let's say, and you saw two women walking down the street holding hands, you wouldn't think a thing about it. But if you saw two
Yeah.
men doing it, you might think something like, "Oh, like the women you would think, "Oh, they're good friends." But the men you'd be like, "Oh, they're
Mhm.
gay," right? So
Right.
I always
Yeah.
have thought women are more accepting of at least open, PDA and
Mhm.
openly expressing it or
And I
whatever.
wonder,
Yeah.
how much of that is because of American stigmatism towards
Oh yeah,
homosexuality,
because this even
in
yeah.
especially with regards to men.
Right. And America is the worst place because for this, I mean, America, not, I'm not saying America's a bad country, it's the greatest country. But in regards to this specific subject, you can go to any other country and turn television on and there's naked people
Yeah.
because they don't fucking stress out about it. It's just part of
Yeah.
life, right? And here
Damn
it's like, oh,
Puritans.
the soccer moms are going to march on Congress. No more naked boobs on TV, whatever happens because everybody's so
Free the
uptight.
nipple.
Free the nipple, that's right. But and then I don't want to go down the other rabbit hole, which is of course to me all the evil of all the people who are against anything fill in the blank is all religion,
Yeah.
and these
Damn Puritans who founded this
right,
country.
and they base it all on one book or whatever they have, and and it's so fun, it's so funny that like everybody who follows a religion believes that their religion is the one true religion out of the
Right.
2,500 that exist on planet Earth, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, isn't it lucky that you were born in the exact city and state that you were, where that religion is proper, and that you weren't born in some other
Mhm.
country? Because if you were
Yeah.
born in, if you were born in a predominantly Muslim country, would you still be a Christian? Like what I'm saying? Like it's just
Exactly.
so stupid.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
Yeah. It
And
is.
what are your questions, chat? What are your questions regarding
Malcolm
homosexuality
says
and religion?
America was founded by the Puritans. Europe threw out.
Yeah, right.
Europe was like, we don't want them. Go somewhere else. Damn it. And we're still paying like, a lot for a lot of their, mistakes or whatever. I don't know a better word
The
for it, but
founders of America or
it's
Europeans?
unfortunate.
Who made the mistakes?
Puritans
Oh yeah,
specifically,
yeah. Didn't they give
because of
smallpox to the
their
Native Americans? They weren't very
ideology.
good people.
Right. Yeah, their practices, to this day we still feel the repercussions from that basically, which is really unfortunate because none of us were alive then. Why does what they did affect us at all? But it does, so it's
Yeah.
it's important to be conscious of that kind of stuff too. But, we're not here to give lectures.
No, no. I do one of my things, especially with friends and basically anybody I meet who has the unfortunate circumstance of crossing my path, is that I do try to make every other human person challenge their beliefs. That's a hobby of mine,
For
especially
sure.
if I see somebody who's unsure, like if someone like say because I was raised, well, I wasn't raised, but I was born and my mother was, I don't know, Protestant or something, I can't remember, and then she met my dad and she converted to Catholicism for him, and then I was baptized and raised Catholic from ages like 7 to 15. And about when I was 12 or 13, I've told you the story before, I think. I told my parents I don't want to be Catholic. It's bullshit. And then my dad was mortified. He's
Mm.
like, "What do you mean?" And
What?
and then they said when you're 15, you can make your own decision, but until then you're going to continue to go to church and everything, right? So I did. And then on my 15th birthday, I came up from the basement. I lived in my room was in the basement of the house because it's cool there. They kept me in a cage. I'm just kidding. Um
Aw.
and I came up and it was my birthday and it was a Sunday. And I came upstairs and I wasn't dressed for church. And my parents are like, "What's going on? And why aren't you ready?" And I said, "Oh, well, today's my birthday." And they're like,
You.
"Yeah, we know it's your birthday. We're going to go out after and everything and celebrate." And then my mom goes, "Oh." And she goes, "Yeah, remember a couple years ago when we told Rob when he was 15, I guess he's made his decision." My dad just got the biggest dad face on his
Aw.
scowl and turned around and just walked out the front door without saying anything. He was so mad at me.
Aw.
And I said, "Yeah, I'm not doing it anymore." And then I was going to Gonzaga Prep, which is the preparatory school for Gonzaga University. I was not on the
Mhm.
basketball team, everybody. And I told them I wanted to switch to public school, so they let me do it. And then I became an atheist. I mean, I was an atheist before that, but that's the day I officially became an atheist because I was like, I'm not following any of these religions. I don't care about this one or any of
Yeah.
them. They're all kind of stupid. And I
Yeah.
get that some people, people get offended when you say that, but 75% of the world, 75% of planet Earth believe in some sort of God or religion. So I know I'm in the minority, but
Mhm.
basically what I do is I ask people, well, why are you Jewish? Why are you Muslim? Why are you Catholic? Why are you Protestant? Why are you whatever religion? And most people can 95% of people will only answer, well, because that's my family and that's how I was raised.
Yeah,
Right. So
that's
you're
how
a
I
lemming
was
and you were
raised.
doing what you were told. Exactly. Which is everybody.
Yeah.
But, I actually studied theology and I studied all the different religions and they're all bullshit. So I was like, none
You
of
know
these,
what?
yeah.
So we should bring back like ancient Greek religion or, something definitely dead that nobody practices
Right.
anymore.
That
And
doesn't exist
we'll
anymore.
just bring it back of like, damn Poseidon, or something. I think that would be really funny.
If I'm going to
Or
follow any
really
of them, though,
offensive,
it's going to be
depending on how you look at
Mormonism
it.
so I can get a planet
I
existing
love you,
because
man.
Dragon Bait
Right.
resubbed on the religion
Mormonism's
discussion.
not dead though.
Yeah, it's not.
My mother, um, you know, she was born Jewish to Jewish parents. And then her dad died when she was 2, and so her mother remarried several times. And my grandmother's final marriage, my grandmother died when my mom was 16, and so her stepdad at the time adopted her because she was not an adult yet. And so from the time she was 16 until she was 18, she was raised by her stepdad, and he was Mormon. So my mom also knows like a lot about the Mormon church.
Yeah.
I don't, she doesn't talk about it very often, but I think he made her go to church when she had been raised her whole life Jewish. So I don't know a lot about the Mormon church, but I've always heard mostly negative things about it
Yeah,
as
I
far
know a
as
little
like
bit about it.
Protestant sort
I've
of
been to
religions
a couple
go.
family home evenings, which is an event that they do. I had a friend who was a priest, and that's not like a priest in like Catholicism. The priest is the guy who runs the church and gives the sermons and stuff. A priest in the
Right.
Mormon church is just a rank. All people have ranks. If you're just one of the Mormons, you have some rank, and his rank was priest, which doesn't mean the same thing. But this was my friend who beat his dog to death, so he's a real great guy.
Oh
Um,
no.
and he ended up being a jerk and owing me money and never paid me and stuff like that. But he introduced me to some of his friends in the church, and I illegally entered the tabernacle in Mesa, Arizona, which you can't go in unless you're Mormon, and I was in there. And I met this girl.
Wow.
Yeah, she went on a date and she took me in there and she goes, "Yeah, I'd get totally fucked if they find out I brought you in here." And so that was kind of cool, but yeah, it's just. And when I was in high school, we had like one Mormon girl who everybody knew was the Mormon girl, right, in Spokane, Washington.
Right.
But
Man, my high school had a lot of Mormon people, but there was a Mormon church like in our neighborhood, so I think that
yeah, I think
contributed.
there's a Mormon church or a
It was
couple of
like
them
right
here,
down the
but
road from my high school.
35 years ago, it was like the Mormon girl.
Right.
And like
Yeah.
my
Makes
my high
sense.
school wasn't diverse. We had the black kid who was, by the way, very
Oh
nice, and
no,
we
my
we
high
all loved
school
him.
was crazy diverse.
Oh, see,
Like
I didn't get the privilege.
so diverse.
I didn't
My best
experience.
friend was Vietnamese, and I used to go to her house all the time after school, and, she taught me how to eat with chopsticks and introduced me to anime and, like, all this
Oh
cool
wow.
stuff, but her dad hated me. He would always call me, "That little white girl." And, like, every time she brought me over, he was always yelling at her, and I didn't speak Vietnamese, I picked up a few phrases, but, he would always, like, be yelling at her, and I just remember asking her, like, "Is he always that mean?" And he's like, "No, it's just when you," she was like, "No, it's just when you're around." Like, I never understood it, but I felt
That's
bad,
great.
that I guess she just wasn't, he disapproved of
Yeah.
her not having Vietnamese friends, basically. And well, California is a really diverse state, but particularly there's a lot of Asian cultures. So yeah, my high school was super one of these days I'll show you my yearbook, like all my club photos and stuff. Like it's just a sea of color and it's beautiful. And I'm
Yeah,
always thankful that I got to experience that um at such a important age, because I can't imagine my husband on the flip side, he went to a school that was like all white, like so he didn't have that sort of experience
yeah. That
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 I
was
did.
my grade school and high school experience was it was all white. It was not anything good for me to learn, but there was a mixed couple that lived across the street, African American and Caucasian wife and African American man. They lived directly in the house across from our street. But other than that, until I got the army, I didn't really experience diversity, and then
That's
I joined the
crazy.
army. Yeah, so I was 18 till I really knew that much about different cultures and stuff. But one
Right.
of one of my best friends is Vietnamese actually, Dat Fan. He's a
Oh,
comedian.
oh,
Yeah,
I love that name. Dat
yeah.
fan.
He
That's
won. He
awesome.
was the first winner of Last Comic Standing in like '03,
Oh,
and
wow.
yeah, and he's funny, and he has jokes about his mom. Why you don't get the white girl, small, compact, like Furby. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Oh my God.
I think he's married now. He got married. I haven't talked to him in about 6 months, but I think a month or two ago he got married to a white
Nice.
girl. Yeah.
Yeah, I think my friend Tina married a white guy also. So I think about that all the time too, because I remember when her wedding, when she posted about it on Facebook, because I had already moved away, so I couldn't attend her wedding. But I always think about the way her dad used to talk to me when I was 13, 14 years old. Like I just try to picture what it must have been like when Tina brought her then boyfriend home and like, "Hey dad, this is the guy I'm dating." He probably like blew some blood vessels or something,
Yeah.
like had a heart attack. I don't know. Who knows? Oh, now I feel bad for her. That must have been so stressful. On the one
Well,
hand, you're like, "I'm in love," but my parents don't like it,
yeah, and it's all tribalism. It all starts from the top, from the elders and from people that are dead saying, "Don't go outside the culture," and all,
Yeah.
don't mix. And you do understand that planet Earth was created by mixing everybody. You understand, right?
Right?
Right, Dad?
Yeah. Humans wouldn't even be here, if it wasn't for mixing, because Homo sapiens, the early Homo sapiens, crossbred with Neanderthals, um, and that whatever came right before Homo sapiens, I always forget.
I got to
And
get me
they,
some of that porn. I want to
you
look
know,
at that.
yeah, okay, all right, and that's how we are, in existence to this day. But anyways, only if you believe in evolution, of course. If you don't believe in that, then I'm sorry.
Right. Who would ever believe in something stupid as evolution? Oh my god. Such science. What a bunch of shit. Yeah.
Right.
Some people are so funny.
Indeed. I'm gonna drink water now.
Yeah, water. Yay.
I've already almost drank it all. That's
Yeah,
where
I
we're
won't
at.
be able to get through this by the show unless the show's 4 hours. I don't think I can drink.
I see. I will, but I drink water like I'm a camel.
Drink water like it's water.
Like I'm a camel,
Yeah.
or like it's
So
water. Yeah, I
what's
drink a
going
lot.
on? There doesn't seem to be that many people in the chat like there normally is.
That's
Today
all
would have
right.
been the day to be here, man. The sexuality and the religion, you're missing it, everybody.
I know. We talked about sex.
Yeah, we talking.
I had to
Oh,
say it really
that's what I was
funny.
gonna ask you. So if I consider myself to be heterosexual, I almost said
Hmm.
homosexual. That would have been funny.
I
Uh,
mean, hey, whatever makes you happy, Rob.
yeah,
I'll
I
support
find
you no
myself
matter what.
attracted to women. But what does it mean if I'm okay watching the she-male videos? I'm not gay, am I?
Uh,
I
I
could be.
mean, that's just what you like,
Because
I
that's
don't
like
think
half
that
and
makes
half. That's like
you either.
the woman with a penis. No kink
Right,
shaming,
but
everybody.
that's like it's really it's an interesting, it's different. So maybe you just like things that are different.
Yeah. Because I accidentally came across those one time and I was like, what in the fuck is this?
Accidentally.
Right. But then I accidentally watched like 60 more of them. So,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
accidentally.
So then it's like, why am I still watching these?
I think after the first one, you can't claim it was an accident.
No, it
I'm
wasn't an
just
accident after
saying.
that. Yeah. But
That's
I'm
adorable.
like, why are they serving me this? You know, like if you go onto the porn site or whatever, and it's like, hey, do you want to watch these shemale videos? And I'm like, no, click. What's this? you know, yeah. Somehow
Sure, if you say so.
the algorithm, Google knows what you want or something. I don't know. You
Google
grew up
does
in the
know what you
city,
want.
huh?
Google does know what you want.
Yeah, they do.
Cause
It's a torture.
and if you have Google Homes in your house, they fucking hear everything you
Yeah.
say. So
Well, what was
I
the
was talking I was talking to my 13-year-old or my 8-year-old, I don't remember. I was talking to them about like what my favorite musicals were, right? Because I like musicals. Sue me. And so I turned on Netflix and you know what showed up in the picks for you
musicals?
ribbon was
Yeah.
Les Mis. Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, I guess I should watch that." And then I was like, "I just got. Like
Yeah.
I was had.
Right.
They fucking had me."
What was
But
it?
anyways, I watched Les Mis
What was
with
it?
Hugh Jackman. It was
Somebody told me the
awesome.
story where the guy's mom is coming to visit and he goes to pick her up at the airport and Facebook serves him up an ad for perfume.
That's
And
creepy.
he's like, "Why the fuck? I don't care." And then it turns out that his mom gets off the plane and tells the story of how security confiscated her perfume, that exact brand, at the leaving airport because it was too much liquid.
Wow. Yeah.
So they sent him a perfume at, hey, buy your mom this perfume, she'll love it, or like
Oh.
that, which is awesome. Yet fucking George
Yeah.
Orwell
Eh,
would fucking roll over in his grave.
right.
Holy shit.
But at least Google's making us better gift givers. You know, when he picked her up and he had that gift for her, she was just like, "Oh, that's so
Yeah, he
thoughtful
didn't
of
do it.
you."
He didn't do it. he
Oh,
said,
lame.
he
Well,
said,
now I'm disappointed.
yeah, he said, but he told his mom, and she goes, they were just like driving home or whatever, having a casual conversation. Oh yeah, I got this ad for this perfume. Hey, that's my favorite perfume. They took it from me at the airport, and he was like,
Mhm.
fuck me, like I got, but he didn't buy it. But yeah,
Right? That's funny.
so yeah,
No, dude,
they're
our
listening.
our thing everything we say to our Google shows up somehow, some way or another, like on our search engine or in our news deck.
Yep.
It's like sometimes it's creepy, but other times I'm like, oh, thanks, Google.
Yeah.
You're always looking out for
Well,
me.
so this is funny. So this is related. Someone sent me a message saying that they were disappointed in me. They say, "Hey Rob, I buy all
It's probably
yours."
me.
It was you. it
I'm
was it was
kidding.
it was a guy. He's like, "I buy all your stuff on the DMs Guild, and I love your work and everything." And he goes, "But I'm really sort of upset because your contest that you're running right now on Gleam asks for my birthday, and that's a giant security breach, so I can't do that." My first thought was, this guy doesn't realize that giving his birthday away is nothing compared to what he's already fucking under the umbrella. I mean,
Oh yeah.
unless he lives in the middle of Wyoming in a log cabin with no electricity, his information's already got. Like giving me his
Yeah.
birthday isn't gonna fucking do anything. Yeah, so it was funny.
Yeah. Which
Yeah,
is crazy when you think about it too, like imagine when it was like 10, I would say even 10 years ago, it wasn't that bad. And like I didn't even think twice about like filling out things on the internet or whatever. I just was like, wow, this is really convenient, applying for I don't know, a credit card or whatever, whatever. 10 years ago, that stuff was just picking up, maybe 15 years ago. But, anyways, and now it's like, man, who's got the database somewhere of like everything Robin Nix likes?
yeah.
And, every, like,
Like
where is that?
that's what you have to be scared about is Google and Amazon and those kind of people knowing your personal habits. I'm way more scared of that than I
Hmm.
am my information. I mean, I have LifeLock. That's the identity theft company that, and the reason I signed up for it was years ago. That guy came on TV and he gave his the guy who invented LifeLock. He would just give his social security
Hmm.
number, And he goes,
That's
go ahead,
crazy.
crack me. But all you really have to do, you don't even really need LifeLock. All you have to do is shut off access to all three credit bureaus for yourself.
Yeah.
You can turn it off, and if you go to apply for a loan or buy a house or get a car or whatever, you just turn it on for a day and do your thing and then turn it back off. But
Oh,
nobody, if you could have all my information, you can't do fucking shit to me. As far as credit is, you can't sign up for credit card, you can't get a loan, you can't do anything under my
right.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people just need to know how to protect themselves. But
Yeah.
that's the better solution than to be paranoid and go, like I want to buy this D&D thing on the internet, but they want my credit card. Fuck that. Like, I'm not typing that in. It's like you could get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to be that way. I used to be very untrustworthy of putting my, particularly my debit card on website. Well, I'll say, 10 years ago or so. I thought it was super insecure. Like an insecure thing to do was buy things online. That I was
Yeah.
crazy 10 years ago, okay? But only because I was obviously much younger than I am now. And I had a bank account and my card number somehow, made it out into, the wind. And I had fraudulent charges on my card, even though I still had my physical card. So
Yeah.
I never understood that. And my mom was like, "Oh, it's because you bought something online," or whatever. And so that like freaked me out that somebody could still buy something without the physical card. And so for a long time I was very leery about buying things on the internet. And then I met
Yeah.
my husband and he was like, "Nah, it's fine."
It's fine.
And we buy things on the internet all the time.
Cuz
So
if you start to live your life in a paranoid state like that, it'll affect other areas of your life.
yeah.
And if you take that out to its extreme, you're not leaving your house. You're agoraphobic now because I could open my front door and someone could shoot me. That's possible.
Right. Yeah.
But if you're going to live your life that way, then fucking just give up.
Yeah.
You know.
And I mean, on top of that, even if there are like fraudulent purchases, you just call the bank and
Yeah,
like
and they
straighten
fix
it
it.
out and be like, "I didn't buy that." Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And then they fix it.
I've actually
So
had them call
all is
me
right.
and say,
Damn.
yeah, when I went to the when I went to the D&D Unity, the Fantasy Grounds Unity live thing in last July or whenever that was, August of
Hmm.
18, whatever the hell it was. I don't remember because I can't remember shit. But
Right?
they called me while I was there. Are you in Florida spending all kinds of money? I'm like, yes, I am. And they go, okay,
Oh,
good, all
okay.
right. Yeah, and I was so
That's
happy.
happened
I
before.
was so happy that they were like, this is unusual. This isn't. You don't live in Florida and you're spending all kinds of money. Are you there? And I said, yes, I am here. And they go, okay, good. And I was so happy they called me because that just says to me they're looking out for bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we've done that before. We've like tripped up the auto
Fraud alert. Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, and usually it's because we were moving, so we were buying gas, across state borders. Because every time we've ever moved, we've gotten a U-Haul and like driven ourselves.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the first time when we moved from Washington to Tennessee, we went across the top because we were going to Illinois to visit my brother, and then we were going to go down from Illinois to Tennessee. So yeah, we were in like, I don't know, Montana or something, something way up. I don't fucking know. Okay. And maybe we were in Wisconsin. Shut up, Rob. We were in Wisconsin. Oh, I remember because we stayed at this really creepy fucking hotel. Okay. There's this hotel. It's from like the Victorian period. And it just looks like all those scary movies, the
Murder
haunting
trivia.
at, yeah, yes. And like, so we get a room and we pay for it. And it was like really expensive too for like the area. And I think that's when it like tripped off our card. We got alerts on our phone like, we think your card has been fraudulently used. Please click here to, confirm or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I was
Yeah.
just like, whoa, that's crazy. But we already spent like $1,000 moving to there. It was crazy. But anyways, I digress.
Yeah, Scuba
Good
said that
times.
his Kickstarters flag his credit card all the time. I've done like 70
Oh yeah,
Kickstarters.
mine too.
No, I've done 70 Kickstarters and they've never Like they're probably like, oh yeah, Rob's doing a Kickstarter again. That's true. That's not
I've
fraud.
had a couple where I had to like tell my bank it was okay, that I made that purchase.
Yeah.
But they were for really big ones. And I don't back big ones very often. But
Oh, and I imagine if you
maybe
back
that's
ones from a
why I don't
different
back
country, that
Kickstarter that
might.
often. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. And I tried to buy Dungeon Fog is coming out with like a new battle map thing. Somebody help me
I'm
out with
on
this
that.
one.
Yeah.
Project Deos.
Yeah,
I
I'm on
tried to
that.
buy that, and because they're like based in another country, not my credit card, my debit card, they wouldn't let me buy it. And I tried several times, which probably looked bad. And I even went through the thing on my, bank to say I'm trying to, I'm making this purchase, I authorize it, whatever. It never worked, so I could never buy Project Deos, which is really fucking sad because I wanted it really bad. And to this day I still can't buy it. My bank
You
won't
do
let
you
it
try every once
go
in a
through.
while?
I
You should
I've
call them
tried
and
once since then and it didn't work.
you should
So
call them and
I
say
just
I want
gave
to
up.
authorize a specific charge that you guys aren't letting go through and see if they'll help
Yeah,
you.
probably. I get really mad when I
Probably.
think about it. So I like even just thinking about it, I'm like, I really wanted to buy that and USAA wouldn't let me. That's who I bank with. Um
Wait,
but they're really good.
Notham says that he's had his card stolen at gas stations and DoorDash. What you mean DoorDash, the delivery
Ooh.
service? Is that what you were talking about? Because that seems scary.
It's the only DoorDash I know of, Rob.
Unless it's a phrase that means something like dine and dash, DoorDash. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, maybe. How do
He
can they do that? I thought that they don't like a person doesn't collect your credit card information
Wait, Scuba
or
says
debit
he's
card.
got his swipe from DoorDash. What do you mean? They come to your house, you give them the credit card, and they walk away? Like I don't understand what you guys mean. This is crazy.
How, yeah, how?
The
Because
stream
all we
delay
ever
is
do is
only
pay
2 seconds. I don't know
yeah,
why it's taking these guys for so
I
long
know,
to
I
answer.
don't know. Oh, they got to type too, Rob. And
Typing.
if they type like me, it's peck, peck, peck. Actually, I'm a really good typer. So, typist? I shouldn't say that.
Typer. Typist?
Typist? I think it's typist.
Is it?
I'm a good typist. Mm-hmm.
I used it once, and the next day a major online purchase showed up. Oh,
That's
how do you know
crazy.
it's DoorDash then? That seems odd. Um,
Ooh, my
Typist?
husband had an AWS. If you don't know what that is, I don't really know how to explain it, but cloud servers. So my husband has an AWS account, and he used to host like my blogs and my websites for me on it. And a long time ago, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, somebody hacked his AWS account. I think if he's still in chat, he'll correct me. But they hacked his account and bought more like server space to the tune of $3,000.
Wow.
And so we didn't even notice until it tried to, charge our bank for it. But because we're not rich, we didn't have $3,000. So the funds were declined basically. And then we got, all the letters, your bank declined, your automatic payment of 3,000 fucking dollars to AWS. And we were like, well, good thing they did, because if we had even $3,000 in our account, it would have charged that, and like we would have been out all that money. But anyways, so of course, he calls the AWS and he's like, I don't know why my bill is $3,000 this month when previously it's only been like, $18.50 or whatever we were paying back then, which was stupid cheap. Yeah,
He
he
said
was
he put in a $10 a
pissed.
month budget notification. That's funny.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. It was crazy though how much like whoever hacked his account, how much and like we didn't notice for a while or something and it was crazy. What do you do with
That's
$3,000 in server space,
well,
like
here's
cloud
what's really
server space?
funny. Like somebody
That's
hacked the
enterprise
account
level.
and stole money to buy server time or server space. Like that's so weird. You think they'd buy like food or
Well, no, I mean they hacked his account and they were using servers, but they added more to our account than what we were paying for. So basically, they were running something on cloud servers on our account, and we didn't
Oh, okay.
know. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was insane.
But you guys, so Scuba and Nafim are saying that they used their card on DoorDash and then they were fraudulent charges that same week. But you understand that
Hmm.
people could have bought your name off some list or had it sitting around for 6 months and just use it. It's probably there's no way to tell if it's DoorDash specifically. I don't know.
Ooh,
Oh,
George, maybe they were Bitcoin
yeah, that's
farming.
possible. Bitcoin farming.
But this was a long time. It was like, ooh, I don't know. It was 5 or 6 years. It was a while. It was a long time ago. I feel like that's a long time ago. In my short lifespan. But
They're using the cloud servers to steal more shit. Yeah, that's true.
probably. But yeah, they AWS was really good about it, and they shut all that shit off and then didn't
Yeah.
charge us $3,000. So good on them. I hope my Google's listening. What? Because AWS is owned by Amazon. In case
Yeah,
you
I
didn't know
see
that.
commercials for it. WS. And
Ooh,
it
that's a good one.
stands.
I use two-factor authenticators on just about everything I can. Do you, Rob? Are you a
I
big fan
I
of
do on some
two-factor?
things like Discord and
Mhm.
um Discord,
Mhm.
right? And then also Discord, but I don't know. Two factor I use it on everybody that bothers me to do it.
Right. I wish
Yeah.
DM's Guild had it too, because we have money in there. I really wish they had two-factor authentication, but they don't.
Um Here's the funny thing about DM's Guild. Every single time I try to draw money out, they fraud alert me.
What?
And I have to email them and I have to say,
PayPal fraud alerts you
"No,
or
DM's Guild. They don't
DM's
even send it
Guild
to
does?
PayPal." And they say, "You've tried to draw
What?
out too much money." Because I guess they're
Oh.
not
Well,
people
there's limits, right?
well, I told them to not limit my account because I routinely draw out like $9,000 and
Oh, well, I don't think I mean, DM's Guild just has a limit, and you're not supposed to withdraw over the limit.
right, but fuck that. I'm not leaving it sitting there for my whole life. So my procedure is I go draw out what I want and then I send them an email saying, "Hey, this happened again," and they send me an email saying, "Yep, here you go, here's your money," and they send it. But
Wow.
I
Oh
appreciate
my
that that's
god.
there because
I've
anybody
never even been close to the limit on
anybody who
withdrawals.
got my password could just go in there and try to, but they could draw out money, but they'd have to send it to my PayPal anyway, so it wouldn't you can't really
No,
steal.
you can put in any PayPal you want.
Right, but if somebody changes that email, I'll know
Mhm.
about it.
Will you, though?
Will I don't know. Somebody try and steal
I
my
don't
money.
think you will.
Better draw
I
that
don't
shit
think
out
you
right now,
will.
goddammit.
I know, Rob. What's your password? No, I'm
If
kidding.
my
I'm kidding.
password is 7
Don't
letters, fuck
say it.
you.
Fuck you. All right, I'm gonna go try it now.
No, I have an algorithm for passwords. It's pretty secure.
I use Google's like where it tells you it like generates a password for you. So it has like uppercase, lowercase, symbol, uppercase, lowercase. It's like
Yeah.
a crazy. It's not even a word. I like those. That's what I've been using
But
lately
then how do you remember those?
because I just store it in the Google password
And
thing.
if you lose your computer, well, I mean, there's always retrieve your own password or whatever, but
Yeah, and I have it on my phone too. So even if my computer dies, I can still access everything from my phone.
I see.
So I'm good.
Why don't we email the DMs Guild and say what's up with 2FA? Do it.
Right, give us to a 2FA because we
Give it
need
to
it.
us. Don't
Gimme,
sass
gimme.
me. I wonder how much more I need to do for them to consider me to be a player. I mean,
Yeah, I have no idea.
500,000 in gross sales isn't good enough for them to pay attention to me. I mean, I don't know what I have to do. It's actually not half a
I
million
mean,
yet. It's only
I'm
422,000.
just a small fry in a big ocean, so you're asking the wrong
But
person.
they've never said anything negative to me, but I definitely get the opinion that whenever I email about them for anything, it doesn't matter what the subject is, they're like, ugh, okay, Rob.
Oh,
And that's the feeling I get.
maybe like internally, maybe they talk shit about you.
Maybe they
Do you ever
do.
think about that?
Yeah,
I
I
think
do.
about that
Yes, I
kind of
do think
all the
about that.
time. I'm like, do people talk shit about me behind my back?
That's one of the reasons I learned paid attention to Spanish is when I was working in the restaurant. I want to know what those people in the back are saying about me.
Yes. Oh, I know all the bad words in Spanish, so we're
The
good.
very famous actor Eric Edwards is calling me right now.
Who's
Should
Eric
I answer
Edwards?
it? Here, I'll answer it.
I don't know who that is.
What's up? You're on stream. Your voice is live on stream. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, I was gonna.
Go ahead. You can do that. You can do that too. Can you hear him, Robin?
Kind of.
In the White House.
So I'm on with my friend Robin. We're doing the round robin show. It's her and I do a Wednesday show. What's up, buddy?
Oh, hello, Robert. Hello, Rob.
Hello.
Thank you for entertaining my good friend Rob Toohey and the millions that are listening to you.
She said hello.
Yeah.
You can't. He can't hear you, Robin. But
Oh, okay.
because headphones. But
Right.
But she said hello, and yeah, we've got. It's more like 20 people, Eric. It's what.
Hey, that's more than the average open mic.
That's right. That's right. Anyway, let me call you back after the show.
I'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Oh, I cut him off. So for those of you that don't know, go to IMDb, look up Eric Edwards. That's my friend Eric Edwards.
Is he really famous?
Well, I mean, he's not a household name, but he's been an actor for 30 years. And he's
I'm looking him up.
been in a lot of movies, and he's been in a lot of TV shows and
Yeah, I don't know who he is.
all that stuff.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm such an
No,
asshole.
you wouldn't. He's not like, like if you say Denzel Washington or Harrison Ford,
Right,
right away
right.
you lock into that. He's not a he's not a famous guy
Oh,
like that. But he's been an actor for 30 years and he's been in a lot of stuff. And
I mean, but some of my favorite actors are not Denzel Washington, level actors.
yeah, Beverly Hillbillies. Your husband knows him.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he doesn't.
My husband is the polar opposite of me.
350-pound guy, and now he weighs about 155 or 160 because
Oh wow, good for
yeah,
him.
he did a one-man play,
Fucking
losing the weight or
asshole.
whatever. Yeah, that's
I mean,
him,
what?
Messy Fresh. He was in Sergeant
That's
Bilko. He
cool.
was in Blade. He was in Problem Child 2.
Never
He's
seen
been
it.
in like a shit
Never
ton of
seen it.
movies, and he's done like bit parts on like every TV show from like 90s and the 2000s. Like he's been in like I can't even think. But he's. And every once in a while, I'll see him. I'll be watching TV and I'll see him in something I didn't know he was in, and I'll call him up and go, "You never told me you're in what's that show where they all lived on a cul-de-sac? The Housewives, Terry Hatcher and
Oh, the Desperate Housewives.
yeah, he was in a few episodes of that, and I never watched it. I didn't watch that. So then I somehow tripped on an episode of that or whatever, and he was in there, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh yeah,
That's
Desperate Housewives."
cool. I don't
Parks
know
and Rec.
anybody
Yeah,
famous.
he was on. As a matter of fact, he just put on his Facebook page the other day, a picture of him with Aubrey Plaza from Parks and Rec in a scene that he was in, and I fucking sent him a nasty text saying, I'm in love with her. You never even said you met her. And he goes, "Oh yeah, I forgot." And I'm like, "You forgot? What kind of bullshit?" Anyway,
That's
but
funny.
he's married and he has a special needs child that's about 8 or 10 now, I think.
Aw.
Yeah, but he lives in LA, so I talk to him on the phone every once in a while, but I haven't seen him since I made a surprise visit in 06 to LA.
Damn.
Sorry, 16, not 06. It was 4 years ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not that
I drove down to
long
LA
ago.
and surprised everybody that I used to know, and got together at a restaurant and everything, and that was it.
Nice. Man, you and Messi would get along so well.
I'm sure we would.
He's not like me, and he's seen lots of movies, and he knows,
Well, he
people's
just
names
named
when
off
you're
too.
talking
Like when I
about
said,
them.
he said, "Seriously,
I know.
you're talking to Eric Edwards?" So
He does this to me all the time though. We'll be watching a movie and I'll recognize somebody and I'll be like, "Oh, that's so and so. They were in oh, come on. It'll come to me, you know?" And then he's like, "Oh, it was, you know, I don't know, Jane Doe and she was in Lord of the Rings." I don't know. Okay, I would know the Lord of the Rings actors. But do you get where I'm going with this? He's
yeah,
really good at that and
he
I'm
knows, yeah, the pop
horrible
culture
at it.
references.
Yeah. I don't
Um,
know anything. And he's really big on bands too. He knows who all the bass guitarists were and every band ever and who's the drummer and I'm like, how do you know all that stuff? Like how does that take space in your memory? Like I'm not that good at that kind of stuff.
all
Call me Nighthawk, he says. Oh
right, we just became
gosh.
best friends, and I see. I'm gonna call him Nighthawk, and he's
Oh.
gonna have to call me Buck Rogers. Is that the guy that was in Buck Rogers, the Birdman? Was he Nighthawk? I think so. I don't know. I can't remember. Um, yeah,
That's funny.
I know quite a few famous people actually. The reason I don't talk
I
about it
don't.
that much is because I'm not famous. So what
Oh.
good does it? Oh, I know, Dat Fan or Eric Edwards, or I mean, I know some people that are names people would actually know too, but like if I don't have their phone numbers or anything, but I've met a lot of people, I should say. But I was never in any production or a show or anything that lasted for a long period of time. It was like one shots. So I did a day on this,
Right.
or I met these people that day, and then never again or whatever. But
There's a lot of prolific actors that do that though. That
yeah,
they're just on like little one-off things, but a lot of them.
right.
Considering Rob and Robin are the same person and Robin married Messi. Do the math. You married Messi.
I did. But here's what I want to know: how are you and I on the video at the same time? How's that even possible?
Because one of us is a simulacrum.
Oh,
Dun dun dun.
who who more closely resembles the uncanny valley? You know what the uncanny valley is, right?
No.
Let's look that up, everybody. Look up uncanny valley. So uncanny valley is the principle that I don't know if I'm going to explain it well enough, but I'll do a good enough job that you'll get it. It's so when androids or robots look human, but you can tell
Okay.
they're not because there's
Oh, okay.
something off about the way their face is or whatever. So that's the uncanny valley, is the place between a fake human and a real human and what they look
Oh,
like.
okay.
And so
Like if
I
they
wonder
had
which one of us
plastic plates, but you could
yeah,
see the wiring or whatever. Okay, I got you.
but which one of us looks
Um,
looks faker than as a human? Like which one of us is it?
you.
Is it me? Okay.
You do.
I look
Yeah,
like a
because you have
caricature of a human.
perfect teeth and nobody on earth has perfect teeth. I know they're not real, but that's what
Oh, they're
makes
real.
you the robot.
They
Right.
exist.
That's what
I
makes
also have,
you
you know
the
what else I
robot
have?
because your
Perfect
teeth are
eyes.
amazing. Yeah, exactly. I don't. I have horrible skin. I have
I have
horrible
horrible skin.
hair.
I have the worst skin.
I
Now
don't
when
know.
I was 20, I had like baby soft, unblemished,
Me
perfect skin, like
too.
as if I was a baby. But then about
Mhm.
sometime when I was around 35 or 40, it just overnight dried up. Yep.
Mine didn't dry up, but I got leopard spots everywhere.
Oh,
I have melasma. Okay, it's a real skin condition, and I've had it for like 8 years, and I hate it,
I have
but it is what
rosacea.
it is.
You know what
Oh
rosacea is?
yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah,
Makes you
I
feel
do,
hot. Yeah.
but it's red. Yeah. Uh. Mhm. Yeah. Maybe neither of us is really a robot. Maybe we're somebody else's simulacrums.
So speaking of robots and simulacrums, let me tell you what happened. So in 1999, I was how old? 33. Okay. And when I was jump back to when I was 10 or 11 ish, fifth grade or sixth grade, something. I honestly was convinced for a period of months that I was the only real thing, and that everything else was, so kind of like the Truman Show.
Yeah, I've had
Everything
dreams like
else
that
is
before.
happening in spite of me, but for
Right.
my own edification and benefit, and that
Okay.
but not the Truman Show. Everybody was robots, or everybody was fake somehow, right?
Ooh.
Then
Ooh,
the
Rob,
Matrix
also,
comes out. I'm 33 years
I've seen
old.
that movie.
I go in March of '99. I go sit down, and Keanu Reeves comes on the screen, and I'm watching this movie, and it fucking blew my mind because I thought of that shit when I was in 5th grade, and then they made a movie out of it, and I was pissed off.
Yes. I've actually seen that movie. Aren't you shocked?
I'm shocked.
I really like that movie.
That's
It's
one
a
of the
good
best
movie.
movies. They're making another one,
Yeah.
part 4.
Oh, they are?
They're filming it in Germany
How
right now.
are they? Is it like a remake or a sequel
Cool.
or a prequel?
Keanu Reeves is in it, and what's her
What are they
name?
gonna do? Like try with somebody else?
No. But I'm just saying, like, sometimes they do reboot it, but this is an actual sequel with all the
Oh.
same people.
No, I know, but I meant what's the premise of the sequel? Are
Oh,
they
I don't know.
trying the Truman Show with somebody else?
So I'm a big movie buff, but I'm also averse to spoilers. So when I find out they're making another Star Trek or another Star Wars or another Marvel movie or another anything I like, I fucking actively avoid
Right.
any information about it. I don't want to know anything.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I want to sit down,
Fair enough.
turn it on,
I'm gonna go look it up after the show.
and get out. The only thing I do know is that Lawrence Fishburne was not asked to be, Morpheus. He was not asked to be part of it, which is disappointing. But the
Oh, you're
Mariovingian is going
saying
to be in it. Do you
they're
remember the
doing a new
Mariovingian?
Matrix movie.
Yeah.
I totally misunderstood.
You thought I was
I
talking about
thought you
Truman Show?
said they were doing a Truman Show sequel. Yeah, and I was
No,
like,
Matrix.
"What?" Okay, Matrix.
Yeah, Matrix 4.
Gotcha. I've
Ooh.
seen, I'm using air quotes. I've seen The Matrix. The first one.
That's it?
Uh-huh, and I've seen it. Yeah.
Ben Play Stuff, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. The Matrix.
I tried really hard to watch it. I think Messi really likes The Matrix. I just don't like it that much. It's not that it doesn't draw me in like other movies do.
Good gaming, everyone.
Fair enough. I mean, I
The
know it's a
Matrix
cult
is,
classic. Everybody loves it.
The Matrix is awesome, and the follow-up ones are pretty awesome in different ways. Like they're not better, but they're just different and awesome.
I'll take your word for it.
Probably the worst one is the third one, but it's fun because you've seen the other two and you know like what's up, and so the third one's really fun.
Right.
It's like if you don't like maybe Return of the Jedi, you don't like it because of the Ewoks or something like that, but it's still good. Yeah, The Matrix 4 coming soon. Probably like
Interesting.
2022 or something.
I probably won't watch it.
Have you seen, how many James Bond movies have you seen?
I've seen a lot of them, but it's been a while since I've seen like say the ones with Sean Connery, because Sean Connery is the best Bond. I haven't seen those since I was like maybe middle school was probably like the last time I saw them. And then my husband and I recently watched like the new ones with Daniel Craig.
Very good.
Is that his name? Oh my god, I did it. Okay. So we've seen those.
Yeah.
And I like them. I just think Sean Connery is a better Bond.
Well, but he can't do it anymore now, Robin. He can't.
I know.
Does it mean you don't watch the
I
movies?
understand. And, it's really disappointing too because when I was younger, I loved Sean Connery. I loved him so much. I named my firstborn son after Sean Connery. But it's really unfortunate too because when I got older, I found out that Sean Connery's not that great of a person.
Yeah, he's kind of not, I guess, but he's a fucking excellent actor.
Right. Yeah. So,
like
I
Kevin Spacey's an
appreciate
asshole,
him
but
for being
his
Bond.
movies are good.
Right.
But people get, snowflakes get all upset and you can't. Like, you enjoyed the movie, you enjoyed you, the collective you, not you, Robin.
Right.
But
Yeah.
you enjoyed Unusual Suspects, or you enjoyed House of Cards until you found out Kevin Spacey was an asshole, and now you can't enjoy those
Yeah.
movies anymore. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and
Like
that's my thing. I liked Connery as Bond, and I liked him when I was younger, and I named my kid after him. I loved him in Dragonheart. That's what inspired me. And
Dragons.
yeah, I just don't like the guy. I don't
Yeah.
like Sean Connery.
Well, it's like
He's a wife
Bill
beater.
Cosby's an
So
ass, but his comedy records are genius.
yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Soviet MiG-25,
fuck that guy.
thanks for joining the stream. Welcome to the stream. Soviet
Not-
MiG-25.
yeah.
I told you. I told you. That's Russian, That's a Russian aerial plane. MiG-25, everybody? Okay.
Sure.
Look it up.
Whatever you
Look
say.
that shit up. That's my answer to everything. Google
Are
that
you
shit.
a Russian spy?
You might be.
Rob?
Welcome. Oh, me?
No,
I mean,
you.
yeah. What am I supposed to say? No, I'm not.
No, I am not.
Why would you think that?
Why
again,
would you
folks.
think that?
But against Compot, I can't say I'm not.
Okay. Me
I
either.
mean, you're not. What's the
I'm
secret
not.
code? It's not winking like a creep, is it?
It is. It is. That's the code. You gave it away. Mm-hmm.
What else? Rob denies being a Russian spy. More later.
Oh wait, yeah,
I'm
we
a
can't
Russian
joke
spy.
about
Is that
that.
salad dressing?
We can't joke about that because they'll use it in our attack. They'll use it in the attack ads.
Oh, I have some disappointing news, Robin. I've come up with about 50 reasons that I can't be in politics, and it's because of shit like that. Stuff I've said. We're gonna do it anyway.
It's still, I mean, we don't have to do it, but it's still fun to. It's like it'll be a running gag. Like it's our gag.
No,
Gig.
I think. Oh, I don't know about you. I was totally serious. I want to do it.
Oh.
I can't.
But now you're saying you don't.
No, I do.
Confusing me.
But no, what I said was I came up with reasons that I can't do it, but they might not be valid reasons. Maybe you'll tell me, oh no, that's fine. Like for example, I can't wear a suit.
Why?
So, am I gonna be? No. I misspoke. I won't wear a suit.
Oh, okay. It's okay. I don't like wearing dresses.
Right.
Well,
so are we gonna be?
I take it back. I like some dresses, just not the kind of dresses that politicians wear.
Right.
Or dress
But
suits.
what about a smart pantsuit? What about that?
No, pass. Hard pass.
So what is how are we gonna because like part of being in politics is that you have to be taken seriously. Although with the current administration, you could definitely argue that. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, what if I was the candidate?
We are the choice for regular people.
That's right.
We look like regular people. We talk like regular people. We act like regular people because we are regular people. And it's about time Americans had regular people in office. You're welcome.
Next to it,
Clip
2024, everybody. Do it. The only reason we're not running now, well, there's two reasons. Who in the chat can tell us what are the two reasons we are not running in 2020? Now, this will be funny because we'll get a lot of reasons that aren't true, but they'll be funny.
Yeah. Why aren't we running 2020?
Barbin, 3 centimeters is not small, is it? Damn it. Call me.
How many inches is 3 centimeters?
Like 1 or less than 1.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm fine, Robin. Trust me, I'm fine.
I am native born, but that was a good guess. I was born in America.
She is an American citizen, yes, and native born. That is not a valid reason.
It depends on how big your truck is.
No, he's still talking about dicks.
I know.
Age and native are it? No. Age is one reason.
I'm native born.
Age?
Rob was born in Kenya.
Doesn't matter. Obama was born in Kenya. It's fine. No, age is one reason. And yes, and Light and Passion has actually hit it, not on the nose, but in the general vicinity. not enough money, not enough bribe money is
Yeah.
what they said.
It costs a lot of money to put your name on
It's like $3,000 per
elections.
state to even get on the ballot, and then you gotta
That's
have other right.
crazy.
Robin isn't old enough, Scooby. You got it.
I am not old enough.
She'll be old enough next
Correct.
time though.
I will
And
be.
here's something I didn't know. I didn't know this till 2 days ago. To be a representative of the United States, I don't believe there is an age limit, but if there is, it's in the 20s. But to be a senator, you have to be 30 years old. I did not know that.
I could be a senator. I'm old enough for that.
Yeah, the way I found that out was Joe Biden in 1972 ran for the Senate at age 29, but when he won, he didn't take office until after his 30th birthday. So he was like literally as young as you could be to be a senator.
Right.
I didn't know that.
Why is the age limit? Why? I can't even finish. Just why? Why do we have an age limit, and why is it in the 30s? Yeah, you clearly saw my brain fart there.
It's generally considered. It's generally probably considered to be an issue of responsibility and adulthood. Like, you know, you can't rent a car till you're 25. Most people don't know that.
I
can't.
have known so many responsible people who are like 20, 22, 24 years old. That's fucking bullshit. Okay?
Well, maybe
I was taking care of kids in my 20s. Fucking responsible.
Maybe
I'm just saying.
Part of your platform will be you're going to add an amendment to lower the age to be president.
Hell yeah. Maybe.
Dual Star, are you guessing? Do we have to have signatures? I don't know.
Do we? Oh, fuck.
Robin, we have
We're
to talk
so
about
unprepared for this.
Well, we got 4 years, don't worry. Who is going to be... We have to start now, though. That's the thing. We have to start... The news channels have to get... See, here's how we're going to win. The news channels are going to interview us and be like, are you kidding? Look at these two. They're not politicians. They don't even wear suits and dresses. You guys really and then we'll become famous. We'll be YouTube famous.
Yeah.
And then
because people are going to make us the butt of their jokes. And then that gets people to listen to what we have to say. And then we say what we say, and it sounds to the average American like normal shit, important shit, but normal. You know, we talk in layman's terms, and then people vote for you. Because that's what they want, I assume.
Yeah.
Because that's what I want. Sometimes when I listen to like our Congress people or our senators when they speak, and I'm not stupid by any means, by any measure. I promise you I'm not stupid. But when I listen to them talk, all I can think is they sound like a fucking cloud of hot air. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't like it. I don't like the way they talk about their constituents, or they'll say things, they'll talk about policies, and they'll say it in a way that nobody understands. And I fucking hate that shit. Drives me crazy. Anyways, I'm ranting now. I'm sorry.
R&R for president. That's right. R&R.
That's right. R&R.
So we need a campaign manager. Who's that going to be?
I don't know. Who's a good campaign manager?
So my best friend,
you say campaign manager, and I'm like, I'm a great campaign manager, but I'm thinking of D&D campaign.
Yeah. My best friend from childhood is a genius, and he would be great, but I don't think he would want to do it.
Fair enough. Prom dates for everyone.
Was that going to be my platform? Prom dates for everyone?
Yes. Prom dates for everyone.
Prom date. That's what my prom date said.
Indeed. Ooh, my favorite quote.
Rush continues to use that wrong. Like whenever I'm gonna fuck.
That's exactly. I was like, I'm gonna fuck. But it was not said in the context that people think.
It wasn't it though?
Anyways.
It
wasn't.
You came into a room full of other characters and you're like, I'm gonna fuck?
No, not at all. I forgot what I was gonna say that I was going to do. And then I said fuck as an exclamation of sorts.
I see.
Um,
See, that's gonna get out, and then we're gonna have to deal with that. One
That's
time
fine.
in 2020, Robin said this. Yeah,
I'm
she
not
did.
worried about it. Sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will
See,
never
here's how
hurt
I
me.
figure it. If you can pay off a porn star, talk about grabbing pussies, kill 200,000 people. I mean, there's nothing anybody can do anymore that's going to be looked at like, oh, we can't elect him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Even Joe Biden will be a better president than Donald Trump.
here's the thing. If Donald Trump is elected to a second term, I won't be able to run for president because I will be moving to fucking Canada. Fuck that.
Yeah, it's time to. I think my husband really wants to go to Sweden. We've been considering Sweden
To
as a
live?
place to go. Yeah, to live.
Okay, well, you can't do that if you're president.
Jokingly, we consider it though. But yeah, I know. We're always like, man, I hear it's nice in Sweden this time of year. That's like our thing. Whenever shit hits the fan.
GWD005, I don't know.
Well, Norway, that's the other one, yeah.
He says if it gets out that you don't like the Princess Bride, you can't win.
Well, all the people who don't like the Princess Bride will vote for me, so
Well,
it's
so
fine.
3 votes isn't enough, Robin. We need millions.
Oh, you're so funny.
You're so funny. Oh my god.
That's my California girl coming out there for a
That's my
second.
credit card number, everybody. Did you see it?
I saw it. 1592. I'm just
Did I
kidding.
catch a
I'm
niner
making
in
up
there?
numbers.
Here's my breakfast and lunch
Yeah.
club punch card.
I don't have my wallet nearby to show you
I have a money
the
clip.
massive punch
This is
cards
my
I
wallet.
have. Who uses money clips, you old man?
Who uses a fucking wallet or purse anymore?
I use a wallet.
You know
It's a
what I have?
lady's wallet, but it's still a wallet.
The lady's wallet. I have my
It
credit
is.
card, my driver's license, my medical card, and my debit card. That's it. That's all you need. You don't need
I
anything
don't
else.
use a purse though. I just, you know,
Good
I
for
just
you.
want to throw that out there.
Do
I
you have
am not a purse
What
user.
about? Do you have a
I
clutch?
refuse.
Do you have a clutch, Robin?
No, I mean I own them, but I do not use them. In fact, so a long time ago, I used to have a purse. But do you remember the story I told you about where I'd always lock my keys in the car?
Yes.
So I used to also leave my purse places at Walmart, on the checkout counter, or in the dressing room at JCPenney or whatever. So I don't use the purse anymore because I can't be bothered to remember it.
Yeah.
So I just have a wallet. It's a lady's wallet, so it's like longer. Why are you laughing?
Because he's calling you out in the chat with your 100-year-old Walmart receipts.
I do. They're not from 100 years ago. But look, listen, if you don't keep the receipt, you can't return anything. So I am an avid receipt keeper.
Do you know where you
It's
can
true.
return something without a receipt? Nordstrom.
Nordstrom? I didn't know that.
They
We're too poor to shop at Nordstrom.
there's a story. So Nordstrom started here in the Northwest, right? And there's a story from the 30s
Fucking
where
messy.
the guy, an old lady comes to Nordstrom to return her tire chains, and the clerk says, how much were they? $10, whatever the low price was in the 30s, right? $4, whatever. And she gets her money and leaves. And then she finds out later that Nordstrom doesn't sell tire chains.
Oh.
And so they gave her money back on an item they didn't even sell.
Oh my god.
That's an awesome story.
That sucks.
So
I just have to defend myself because freaking Scuba was like, quit buying shit you're going to return. The only reason I hold on to my receipts, well, one, I have a baby. Okay, he's 2, and I have to buy him new clothes all the fucking time because you blink your eyes and he doesn't fit the clothes you just bought him last week. So that's the only reason because sometimes when I go shopping for my kids, I tend to buy them like 4 shirts and 4 pairs of pants, like I not stock up, but I don't just buy one shirt. When I
Right.
go shopping, if I'm going shopping with the intent to buy my kids clothes, I buy them a lot of clothes. Not, to the point where we all have too many clothes that we could ever wear, but I do like them to have like staples, long sleeve shirts, short sleeve shirts, jeans and shorts, like basics. So, anyways, I digress. So, when I buy the baby clothes in particular, he grows out of them sometimes. And sometimes if it's laundry day or whatever and I'm putting everything away, I'll find that one pair of pants that still has the tags on it, but they don't fit him anymore because they're like from a month ago or whatever.
Yeah.
That's why I keep the receipts, because then I can just take those back and go get the next size up.
Why are
or,
you yelling at
whatever.
me? Yell at him.
I don't know. I'm just saying, because everybody's like, don't buy stuff you intend to it's not because
So-
I intend to return it. It's because sometimes you have to out of necessity. That's all. I'm done.
Trump just said we have a secret nuclear system that no one has, and it's really good, really good. Please run for president, Rob. I'm
Oh
running
my
for vice
God.
president, just to be clear. Robin is the president.
Yeah. Mhm.
So, my friend Jeff, that I've referenced many times, he's a guy who will have a pair of shorts on. We go to Costco. He doesn't have pockets, so he's carrying his keys in his wallet. He's carrying them in his hand.
Oh yeah, that's me all the time,
Right, I
because
do that.
apparently pockets are unfashionable for women
But-
to have. It doesn't make any sense.
He'll go there and see something on the shelf, and he'll set his wallet and keys down on the shelf and then look at what he's looking at. And if this is happening, I all of a sudden can't breathe and my heart's beating faster and I'm having like palpitations and I feel faint. And he's like, "What's the matter with you?" And I go, "It's not what's the matter with me, it's what's the matter with you." I can't believe you, as many times as you've told me I've left my wallet and keys at Walmart or at Costco.
Oh, yeah.
Or where, I can't believe I
have.
just saw you set those down there. And he goes, "Well, what am I supposed to do?" And I go, "First of all, get some pockets. Second, if you don't have pockets, hold that shit in one hand and read with the other hand. You don't need to set shit down." And then he gets all mad at me, and then 2 weeks later he calls me up and he goes, "Yeah, I left my wallet at Costco."
Oh no, I've done it so many times, Rob. It's not even funny. That's
It's
why I
not
don't use a
funny.
purse. I just have a wallet. I really wish more women's clothing had pockets on it, though. This infuriates me to no end.
So I've
I like yoga
mastered
pants.
I've mastered the phone and money clip with the key ring on this hand, right? So I got all three on this hand, and then I do
Makes
whatever
sense,
I'm going to do with this hand.
I think I do that sometimes too. But so I really like leggings and yoga pants, and I recently finally found a brand of them that has pockets. They're fucking amazing. And going forward in the future, those are going to be the only ones I buy. But currently I have only, maybe 6 pairs of yoga pants or leggings, whatever you want to call them. And only 2 of them have pockets because they're new. And then I have 4 pair that have no fucking pockets. And I mean no butt pocket, no front pocket, no pockets at all. And I like them because they're cute, but I hate them because they are not functional.
Yeah.
So anyways, yes, pockets for women. Yes. I don't understand why designers are so against that. Quit
I
buying
don't know.
clothes that don't have pockets. But I could buy clothes that have pockets, but they're always clothes I don't like. I just want
Yeah.
pockets on the clothes I like. I did find a dress finally once that had pockets on it. I was like, I want that, but I couldn't afford it. It was like $40, which is
Sometimes
expensive.
depending on my mood, if I don't think I want to hold something in my hand like I normally do, I will leave the house with a jacket on, even when it's like 80 degrees, just because of the pockets.
Yeah.
Because they're easy.
I like
access
wearing
pockets.
long sleeves.
Also, my
even when it's
jacket
hot
that I like
outside.
to wear has a little pocket here, like a little skinny pocket on the sleeve, and then I put a pen.
Oh
in
yeah.
it. There's a pen.
Yeah,
in
pen
there.
pockets.
So I go.
We had those on our army uniforms.
Yeah.
Pen
Oh yeah, we did,
pockets.
huh?
Loved
On the BDUs,
them.
yeah.
Loved them. Yeah.
$5 for
Ours
the
were
dress, $35 for the
ACUs.
pockets.
But yeah. I know, right? I couldn't believe it was $40 for just a summer dress. And it was tank top sleeves, scoop neck, and then it just had pockets on the front. And then, it was just kind of a basic looking dress. Fucking $40 for that shit. This was at Burlington, maybe, which is supposed to be where you can afford shit. But they lied.
I don't know how much dresses are.
Well, I mean, usually dresses are always expensive, but I'm not spending $40 on a dress.
What's a good
I
dress
could make
price? Like
a
$20
dress
or
for
$25?
sure. Yeah, I would pay $20 for a dress that had pockets for sure. Yeah, but not 40. I could make a dress. I could make 3 dresses on my sewing machine right here. My little dress. Ew, you can't see it. I can make 3 dresses for
I beg your pardon,
$40.
Robin. I can see it if I want to. I can move that goddamn camera over there right now.
So yeah, that's all I'm saying. I think $40 is crazy. Messy said we could see.
For those of you who have joined us late, I have control over Robin's camera if I so choose.
You do. It's weird. It's super weird.
It's a security breach. We don't understand it.
I don't understand it either. Pen pockets. Yes. I like men's shirts that have a breast pocket. That's like my favorite kind of men's shirt. I think all men's shirts.
I have at
should have
least
breast
one
pockets.
T-shirt, a black T-shirt that has a pen
Nice.
pocket. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
Breast pockets on men's clothes is chef kiss. Amazing.
Single-breasted or double-breasted suit jacket? Not that you're gonna see me in one, but I'm just asking.
Single-breasted.
No.
Double-breasted.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
I like how you were like, "Oh, that's wrong."
50,
okay, I'll just change my answer.
Yeah, I'll change my answer, like a good president would.
That's how we're gonna. When we do speeches together, right? When we do speeches together, we'll always yes and each other, no matter what it is. Like if someone says, if someone asks me, and what is your what is your position on abortion? And I say, we're against abortion, and you mumble, we're for abortion. And like I said, we're for abortion. No matter what it is, going to agree with the other person and confuse the shit out of everybody.
Yes, and
yes, and
yes, and
single-breasted, not what I meant.
Not what I meant. Yeah, double-breasted. Okay, you know what? Let's just stop saying this.
Stop saying double-breasted. Let's go back to the 3-centimeter penis. I don't know. How much is 3 centimeters anyway? That's bothering me. That's
right? I know. I was going to ask
my
Google.
Inch.
But it's too far away.
3 cm to inch. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's 1.1811 inches. I didn't realize centimeters were that big.
Talk about how much our education system failed us. Weren't we all supposed to learn the metric system?
Well, I did learn the metric system in 2nd grade. We were told that it was going to be a thing, and then it never happened. So
I think it's just maybe because we don't use it. I know how many inches is in a yard, but that's because I go to the fabric store and buy fabric by the yard.
How many inches in a yard, Robin?
Isn't it 36 inches?
That's right.
In a yard?
Because it's 3 feet, and 3 times 12 inches is 36.
Right. Yeah. But then that's it. That's like the extent of my metric system knowledge, I mean, I know 1,600 meters is a mile because I ran track.
How many feet is a mile?
So I know that one. You got me. I don't know.
All right, I'll give you 3 guesses. Is it 3,280, 4,280, or 5,280?
4,280.
5,280.
Oh, see, I don't know.
And so, what is the elevation of Denver, Colorado?
I don't know.
Do you know the nickname for Denver, Colorado?
No.
Have you ever heard?
I've never even been to Denver, Colorado.
Have you ever heard it referred to as the Mile High City?
Oh, then it's 1 mile above sea level.
The elevation is 5,280.
Oh, okay.
That's how you know. Remember that.
Cool.
Because that's presidential. Gotcha. You have to know that.
Well, though?
We should do a whole show of the only thing we talk about is trivia questions. Any trivia questions. I love trivia.
But I'm so bad at trivia. Unless it involves Gandalf, Harry Potter.
That's fine. The only rule I have when you play trivia with people is you're not allowed to ask a question that you don't know the answer to, because the thing that sucks most in life is when somebody goes, "Hey, how many times has Michael J. Fox filmed a movie with Leah Thompson?" And you go, "I don't know, how many is it?" And then the person goes, "Oh, I don't know." I'm like, why the fuck are you asking me if you don't know the answer? Yeah, I don't know.
Well, maybe they were asking you because they didn't know the answer and they wanted the answer.
But you have to state that
you.
up front. If you're playing trivia,
Oh.
the premise is
Okay,
that
I got you.
yeah,
I got you.
right.
Because I was gonna say I do that to my husband all the time. I'm like, "Hey, honey, what does TCP/IP mean?" Or whatever, because he's into that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, if you're
And
just
super nerdy.
asking a question because you want to know the answer, that's different. But if you're playing
Right?
trivia,
Yeah.
no fair asking a question you can't give the answer to if the person doesn't know. That's the rule.
Fair enough. He fixed my
So,
computer for me. I'm not blue screen crashing anymore. Ah!
yay.
Which is also why I have a new camera. So
Who was the second president of the United States?
I know this one,
Okay, what is it?
but I don't know this one.
Is it Thomas Jefferson, James Polk, or John Adams?
John Adams.
That's right. Scuba put it in the chat.
Oh, I didn't see. Hey, I got it right though.
Messy, the guy after George Washington. Very good. That's also correct.
Yes, it was the guy after George Washington. I thought it was Thomas Jefferson first.
Thomas
But
Jefferson was
then John
third.
Adams.
And Polk,
Right.
I don't know what
Yeah.
he was. I just came up with another president name and threw it in.
Right. I don't know.
There.
I don't know. I could not go and like name all the presidents in order.
I can't either.
I could not do that. No.
I know some presidential
do
history, but I don't. It's all clouded by the current. How many? You don't have to name them. How many presidents are on Mount Rushmore? Their faces.
4.
Okay, very good.
It's
5
George Washington,
5 if he has his way about it.
Abraham Lincoln, and then 2 other presidents.
Is Lincoln one of them?
Isn't he?
It's Washington, Roosevelt. Who's on Mount
I'm
Rushmore? See,
Googling
that's
it
why
now.
that's why I said you don't have to name them because I don't know. I just know there's 4.
All right. Mount Rushmore.
You know that
is-
Trump called the governor of North Dakota or South Dakota and asked what is the procedure to get your face on Mount Rushmore. You know that
I was
happened, right?
right. I was right. Lincoln is
Washington,
totally one of
Lincoln.
the presidents.
Lincoln, Washington, Roosevelt, and who?
Jefferson, Roosevelt.
Oh, Jefferson.
Jefferson.
Yeah,
Thomas Jefferson. Yeah.
Thomas Jefferson.
I was right. I'm so proud of myself.
Isn't that exciting? You were right.
Yeah. I'm not as stupid as people think I am. All right.
Nobody thinks you're stupid.
I'm smart about very specific things, but I'm not generally that smart.
How many episodes are there in the original run of Star Trek?
Ooh. 61?
That's pretty close. 79.
Oh, that's not that close. I was way off. I am just not that smart. That's right. Listen, I'm not that smart. No, it's okay, Scuba. I have really thick skin. You won't hurt my feelings. I'm kidding.
I thought that was gonna be a sneeze just then.
No, I was fake crying. That wasn't very good.
What? You know how every 4 years there's a leap year with February 29th, right?
Yep.
When does that not happen? Every certain period of time, there's no leap day on the year that's supposed to be leap year. When is that? Do you know?
Ooh, is it? Oh, hang on. I know this one. Every 25 years?
No. It's every 100 years that isn't
every 100 years.
Every 100 years that isn't divisible by 400. So like for example, 2000, which is divided by 400 equally, it was not one of those years, but 2100 will be. That is interesting trivia that doesn't mean shit to you.
But 2100 is divisible by 4.
No, 400 I said.
Oh, 400.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So 2100, 2200, 2300, not 2400. 2500, 2600, 2700, not 2800. Of course, we won't be alive. I will be in cryogenic freeze, waiting for my disease to be cured and come back.
Yes. We'll be waiting for our alien overlords.
I'm going to come in the locker room with Walt Disney. Once in a blue moon. Close enough, Messy Fresh.
Yeah, once in a blue moon. That's right.
How far...
I'm tired. Okay.
How?
All right.
Okay, one more. How many miles, roughly? How many miles from Earth to the Moon?
Good question. I don't know the
Is it?
answer, and I
Is it?
couldn't even make an educated guess.
Is it? Okay, but let's see. Just based on, let me. Is it 23,800? Is it 238,000? Or is it 2.38 million?
Okay, it's definitely not in the millions.
Work it out,
Cause
Robin. Work it out.
the moon orbits us. It can't be that far away. So A. I don't remember the numbers
It
you
is
said,
not.
but A.
The circumference of the Earth is approximately 25,000 miles. The moon is 238,000 miles away.
Really?
Yeah, the sun is 93 million miles
No.
away. Yeah, it's.
I
Yeah.
don't believe you.
Yeah, well, look it up. Look that shit up.
No way.
Look it up.
I'll look it up later. I believe you. That's so unbelievable that it's that far away. I always thought it was closer than that.
Well, so
Break out the Googles.
so coast to coast, California to New York, whatever, 3,000 miles.
Right. I mean, I get what you're saying,
It's
but
about
that doesn't.
800 times that. That makes
Okay.
sense, right?
So, I mean, I know you're using like, Earth measurements, but even I don't know how to say what I'm saying.
Why
Because
don't you just open your
when
mouth and use your
you,
vocal
I don't
cords?
know, it just, it just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't seem to me like it's that far away. Okay, fuck you, that's all.
Well, that's very telling, Robin, because I'm giving you the facts.
Okay, no, I believe you. I'm not saying never mind, you're taking what I'm saying. I was just expressing my, oh, wow-ness to the
Yeah.
response. That's all. Okay. How fascinating. Next time I'll just say that. How fascinating.
Don't you placate me? I'll come over there and tell you what to do.
How fascinating.
You see, it's comedy genius. You used it right away. You didn't even
Did.
wait.
How
You
fascinating.
used how fascinating on me while I was scolding you for using how fascinating.
How fascinating.
That's genius, everybody. That's genius right there. Okay, we're gonna let her go to bed or finish out
I'm
her night.
not patronizing him. I'm making him laugh. That was fully intended to make Rob laugh.
Because I'm millennial.
Please don't take it that way.
No, I don't.
I don't mean to patronize you.
Lick. I'm just kidding.
Aww.
All right. Hey, we did.
Now I feel bad.
Wait. Look at the camera. Don't look at the clock. How long have we been going?
2 hours.
Almost 1:42.
Oh, that's okay.
Seemed like
That's
2 hours.
I mean,
didn't
that's
it?
normal. No, but we always have such a good time.
I know we do.
I shouldn't speak for you. I always have such a good time.
I have a good time. I really look forward to Wednesday. And one of the best things, I mean, it's fun to talk to you, but that's probably the number one thing. But a very nice thing about this show is all I got to do is turn the camera on. I don't have to fucking prepare. I don't have to think about it. I just show up and go, "What's up?"
We don't have no prep, no show notes, nothing.
No editing.
I put my hair in a ponytail.
That's right.
I put my glasses
I put my
on,
hair
I come
in
sit down, and I'm hanging out with you.
Whatever the hell this is.
It's
here.
cute. Your hair looks really good like that, by the way. Like, it's nice.
I like that you said
so
that.
clean.
I'll keep it that way.
Aw.
And with
that's
the light,
what friends do. We
tell
lift
each
other up. Okay.
You know what's funny is that with the light, it looks like I'm a blonde.
You do look very blonde.
It doesn't look like I have white hair or gray hair or whatever the
hell. No, you look super blonde. Because two of my kids were born with like that blonde, peach fuzzy kind of hair. And that's what it looks like. You look like you have baby hair. Baby blonde hair. Yeah. Because that's what my kids look like. Make her stay up 4 more hours.
Because keep her busy another hour. I haven't cleaned the bathroom. That's great.
Messy.
He said earlier, I can't believe it's over.
I gotta tell the story now, though.
Okay, go ahead.
So he was working all day. Bless him. I'm so thankful for him working because I don't, technically. But it is my job to, keep keep the house in order, and I do. And today I like mopped all the floors and cleaned all the windows, and I cleaned the downstairs bathroom, and I cleaned the kitchen, and I cleaned the dining room, and I did like all this extra shit that I don't normally do. Like when you're normally chores, it's like, okay, sweep, do the dishes, wipe the counters, whatever. Okay,
Right.
no, I did all this extra shit, and I complained because I was like, I'm so tired. And he was like, oh, baby, I'll do the upstairs bathroom. You don't have to. I'll just do it while you're doing your show tonight. But he didn't. So
Meanwhile, he's in the chat for the whole time.
I love him though. It's fine. It's fine. I know, but he loves the Wednesday show. Or those are his words. I love the Wednesday show. That's what he said to me earlier. So that was my best
Good.
imitation of his voice.
We're gonna
It's
have
terrible.
him. We're gonna have him on one day.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Actually, like that would be really fun. I'll just
bring.
let
You bring
you and him just do a show together. That would be really fun.
Well, maybe
I'll watch.
if there's ever a time when you can't come on but he can, maybe we'll do that.
Fair.
I'll bring you bring him and I'll bring my wife, and we'll do couples show.
I didn't make you sound posh or British. I was just trying to do a man voice. I say. I can't even do that.
Like a
I don't
governor
care.
say what a boot military lift flat aluminium. Yeah.
We do watch a lot of British shows, like shows with British actors.
Well,
Lots of them.
here's shows with British actors. Every show in the United States, they're all British people who
Right.
are doing American accents, fuckers. Yeah, it's all British people.
I meant also shows that take place in Britain too. Like one of our favorite shows was Peaky Blinders. Have you ever seen it? It's amazing. If you haven't seen Peaky Blinders, you should watch it. And that's a British show that takes place in Birmingham, not Birmingham, Alabama, but Birmingham in the UK.
Don't you mean to say Birmingham?
Or Birmingham. I don't know. I can't say it.
Because they don't
Peaky
say Birmingham.
Blinders. It was a great show. We
I've
saw
been
the main actor from that show in another show, but he was doing an American accent, and it was super weird. I was like, whoa.
So here's what's
anyways.
freaking me out. You know Dr. McCoy from the new Star Trek movies? So that's Carl Urban is that actor's name.
Yeah.
And he speaks...
Not related to Keith Urban.
Not related to Keith Urban.
Or are they?
And no, because I don't know. But he you remember Dr. McCoy, he's just an American speaking accent, right? So in the show The Boys that he's in, he's like, "You gotta get it together, you cunt! Billy Eccles falsy fuck puff." He's just way over the top. It's so funny. And that show's good, everybody, by the way. The Boys is a really good show. If you have to have Amazon Prime to watch it, but it's really good.
The Doctor was my favorite character in the new Star Wars reboots. The new ones.
Which one?
Like
who did you
Star
say
Trek
was?
Into Dark.
You said Star Wars.
No, I meant Star Trek. Sorry. Okay. I'm tired. Okay, forgive me.
No, but we have to keep you for
in the new
hour.
Star Trek movies.
Yeah, your favorite one is the
I
Dr.
really
McCoy?
like the Doctor.
Yeah,
I freaking love him. He's amazing.
And
Carl Urban was great.
The person who plays Scotty, Simon Pegg, is also in The Boys. So Dr. McCoy and Scotty are both in The Boys.
Oh, nice. I'll have to watch it. I know you keep recommending it. I need to watch it.
Yeah, it's good.
The Boys. Is it on Netflix?
No, it's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, we have that. Okay.
And it's about superheroes.
Well, now I want to watch it a little less.
Okay,
but that's okay.
So I'll clean that up for you. In this show, the premise is, this isn't giving anything away. This is not a spoiler. This is just the premise of the show. Superheroes are part of corporations, and they make movies, and they have comic books, and they do all that same stuff, but they're real people who live on Earth, and it's hard to explain, but they're kind of like, there's some fucking wrong shit happening. Like, I can't give anything else away. So it's really fascinating. But the acting is good, and the story's good, and he's just so much fun to watch. He's one of the main characters, Dr. McCoy. So
Nice. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I'll still watch it probably. Hugh Jackman. Scuba, are you talking about Hugh Jackman? I'm pretty sure he's Australian, not British.
Yeah, he's Australian.
From the land down under.
Down under.
That was terrible.
Oh, Hugh Laurie.
Oh,
Yeah,
Hugh
he is
Laurie.
British. Yeah, I kind of
Wow, we
liked
both.
that show.
Wasn't that the guy who played House?
Yeah,
Hugh
and he
Laurie?
just did a show on
Okay.
HBO called
Wow.
Avenue 5, and I found that to be kind of funny.
I can't believe I was right. Holy shit.
Yeah, he was
sorry.
House.
House? I watched a little bit of House. I liked it. I just didn't see the whole thing yet.
House
Oh
is
yeah,
good.
Chekhov was good. I can do that. Me and my husband say that
I
shit
can
all
do
the
that.
time.
Yeah, I can do. I remember
I can
that
do
part.
that.
I can do
Yeah,
that.
we do that all the time. I'll be like, "Hey, babe, can you get me a towel or whatever?" I can do that. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Vegemite Sandwich. That's featured in the
Gross.
song "Land Down Under" by.
Vegemite is disgusting.
It is gross. Who's the name of that band?
like
Everybody. Colin. Men at Work. Men at Work. Thank you.
Oh,
Colin somebody is the lead singer. I forget his last name.
I don't know. Messy's usually really good at that stuff. I don't know.
All right, you go.
Good night.
Clean the bathroom upstairs and then beat your husband to
Yeah.
death.
I guess I gotta clean the bathroom upstairs.
He's running up there to do it right now.
I did hear the gate. We have a baby gate, by the stairs. I think I heard it.
Yeah, he's gonna go up there and do it.
The little click. He's like.
All right, everybody. So next week, actually starting
fine.
tomorrow, you won't see much of Robin for a week or so.
Yeah.
So next week on Wednesday, I'll have Furied Fate here, so that'll be fun too. Another woman who can stand me somehow. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, she's awesome.
She's awesome. Hey, girl. Hey. So.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Robin will be back with us on.
I'm trying to think.
So not Wednesday, not Sunday,
The
not
23rd.
Tuesday.
Oh, I see. Okay, hang on. So my grandma's coming tomorrow. She'll be here until the 17th. So I will be back doing
Sunday
shows.
the 20th.
Resuming the 20th. Yes,
Yeah.
Sunday the 20th.
There we go.
Will be my
By
first
the way,
return
Furied
to
is
show
not-
business.
That's right. This is show business. It's legit.
Yeah.
Furied will also not be on the Sunday show.
Oh no.
It was going to be
You're
the first
going
one,
solo.
but no, Leroon's going to come do it with me.
Oh,
because
okay, good.
He's the one that invited the person whose name we shall not reveal, bringing the product we shall not name, to show the wares of the things that Robin hates.
I'm already barfing.
It's probably going to be our most popular show. Okay.
Probably.
Yeah. All right. So, guys, thanks for watching, everybody. Let's see. Since it's Wednesday, I guess I'll be back Friday with Joe, Numbers, and the crew. And we'll see Robin on the 20th. And,
on the 20th.
Yeah, on the 20th. And so, good gaming, everyone.